Morning. Hey, Casper. What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, Nigel. Hey, Nacilla. Hey, Francis. Hey. Happy Saturday, guys. It's like a little chilly back in sweatshirts. Hey, Rox. Hey, Craig. Heyo. Midtown Yogis. What's up? And East End Yogis and Downtown Yogis. Awesome. Okay. Good morning. Settle in. Hey, Eve. We're gonna use our blanket today, so grab a blanket or a towel. Hey, Becca. What's up, babe? Hey, Camille. Grab a blanket or a towel and blocks if you have blocks or something else to bring the earth up towards you, to give you a little bit more space. And what else? I shared the playlist on my profile, so it's on my on my Instagram. I don't know, my words aren't fully coming in yet. So it's Slow Flow Makeout Jams. So if you want to grab that, I'll count us in just like another minute, and then we'll go from there. Hey, Amanda. But yeah, other than that, take your time, grab your water or your breakfast snacks. Just allow yourself to arrive onto your mat, making sure that you can comfortably turn the music on so don't get too cozy. And we'll get going in just another moment. And if you're just joining, a blanket or a towel, something for your knees, as well as blocks, homemade blocks if you have them. And hey, Yolanda. I think that's it. Just the usual goodness. I know, Rox, me too. All the humans. It makes my heart very happy. Very happy. Okay, so, hey, Nicole. Okay, let's rock and roll. So if you've got the playlist, check that it's not on shuffle. Oh, Nacilla, I never showed you how to fix that. I hope you've got it fixed. Otherwise, I'll show you later. But I'm going to count us in. Don't worry if you don't hit it play on the exact same point. It's like all good. The playlist will move through either way. And so if you're going to press it in, let's do it in 3, 2, 1. Oh, I got it on it's not on my AirPods. Alright, well, we're playing either way. So allow yourself to settle in and lay on your back. Do any pose that feels really nurturing. So that could be a child's pose, it could be lying on your back, it could be fetal position, it could be seated, it could be standing even, really. Whatever you need, first few moments. There we go. And then as you start to just arrive here, first few moments, as always, start to just notice the breath and how you're moving through your breath today. And I like to use the breath just as a little check-in. So if you notice that you're breathing really shallow, know that that's okay. It's very normal. But we're going to play with starting to lengthen the breath a little bit more. So as you start to rest here, first few moments, start to find a little bit more length into the inhales and a little bit more length into the exhales. And your exhales don't have to be from the nose, they could be from the mouth. We're just working towards softening here. And we're going to take 3 breaths together. So when you're ready, start to empty all of the air out, softening. And then start to take a big inhale to feel your belly expand, come all the way to the top of the breath. And then take a big exhale to sigh it out. Let's do that again. Inhale. Exhale. One more together. Inhale. And exhale. And then just fall into the natural rhythm of your breath. Being mindful as you move today to continue to notice your breath, how it's changing, where you feel it. But again, slowing down enough to really notice it. And then taking your time, we're all going to meet in child's pose. You may already be in a child's pose, so if you're there, you're welcome to stay. Otherwise, as you come into child's pose, knees could be together or knees could be apart. Take time to notice what feels better. And then you're extending your arms all the way out in front of you. If your head doesn't comfortably ground, you can always make a pillow. You could lift your hips higher towards the sky. Don't overthink it too much. You're just letting yourself start to melt into it. And if this feels a little too spicy on the knees, again, allow yourself to come up and out. And let's come into a side stretch. So start to walk the hands over towards the left side. Right hand maybe reaches a little bit further, maybe stacks on top of left. But see if you can notice the right sit bone sinking down towards the earth. So you're going to create a little bit more space into the right side body. And then play with the movement of the breath into the right side. And then follow your next inhale, come back into center. Exhale, take your stretch onto the other side. Left hand maybe walks a little bit further. Maybe it stacks on top of right, but again, just notice space. Let the left sit bone sink maybe a little bit more. And breathe for 3. For 2. Then bring the hands back into center, neutralizing the spine. And then from here, let's roll up. And then bring the knees together. We haven't done these in a while. Why don't we do these? Spread the fingers comfortably wide. And then you're coming into a supported plank. So walk your hands a little bit further. Find that lift between the shoulder blades we've been working on. Take an inhale here. With your exhale, bend the elbows just an inch. And then push back up. And then find child's pose. Lengthen. Let the hip bone sink. And we're going to do that again. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bend the elbows. Maybe you go 2 inches. Inhale, push up. Exhale, child's pose. Let's do that again. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, maybe you go to a full chaturanga. Shoulders don't dip past the bend in the elbows. Inhale, push up. Exhale, child's pose. All right, let's do 2 more. Inhale, come up. It's an exercise of control. So you're only going as low as you can with control. Push up using your breath. Last round. Inhale, rolls you up. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, push up. Exhale, child's pose. And then let's roll all the way back up to tabletop. Knees come apart, shoulders stack on top of hips, wrists under knees. Wrists under knees. When you're ready. Inhale, feel the heart open, gaze is up. Exhale to round through the spine. Moving through cat and cow. Inhale, peel the heart open. Exhale to round. Let's do 1 more of each. Inhale. Exhale. And then come back into your neutral spine. Let's bring the knees together. Let's tuck the toes under. Allison's favorite toe stretch. So start to walk your hands towards the knees. If this gets a little too spicy, remember you can always sit on a block or you can come onto your knees. You control the intensity of the shape, and we're going to do our wrist and forearm strengthening. So extend your arms out in front of you. Right palm flips up towards the sky. And then from here, we're going to do open and close. So open and close, soften the shoulders. If adding the toes here is a little too spicy, you can always let the toes go. We're going to do this for about another 10 or so seconds. So open and close, keep moving a little bit faster. We've got another 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. And then release the hands down to the ground. Let the tops of the feet come down. Pad out the tops of the feet. Let that go. And we're going to come back for our second round. Tuck the toes under, sitting back. Again, you can release the toe stretch if it doesn't feel that great in your body. Left palm up, right palm down. 30 seconds. Open and close. And then again, you're working to see if you can keep the same pace the entire time. And if you need a break and shake of the hands and come back, no, you can. We've got another 10 or so seconds. I don't know why I teach this. It's so challenging for me. Breathe here for another 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and then let it go. Shake it out. Let the hands come down, tops of the feet release. Find that gentle tapping of the toes to let it go. And then let's come back into your tabletop position. Spread the fingers comfortably wide, and let's find downward facing dog. Tuck the toes under, let the hips slide back and up towards the earth. First downward dog, spread the fingers comfortably wide. Maybe start to sway the hips a little bit. Just feel through this shape. You can pedal out the feet, bending into one knee and then the other. Taking time to notice. For everyone here practicing, you guys know, as always, move at your own pace. Take what you need as you need it. Add on, take away. But most importantly, be kind to your body. So anything that causes you pain, please move out of it. As always, I'll try to give as many options as I can, but remember, I'm guiding and you have control of your practice. So breathe wherever you are for another 5. For 4, keep pushing the top of the mat away. Find the external rotation of your shoulder blades, so like your armpits are trying to say hi to each other. For another 3. Can you keep the length in your breath? For another 2. And then slowly start to walk the feet towards the hands at the top of your mat, arriving into a forward fold. As you get here, inhale, find length, shoulder blades squeeze together. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, arms reach all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, find length. Exhale, fold. Let's do that again. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up, heart open. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bending the knees, inhale, let's find chair pose. Arms up alongside ears. Sit bones sit nice and low. So in chair pose, remember, big toes could be together with heels apart. Feet can also be hip distance apart. If arms are up alongside ears, I want you to turn the palms up towards the sky. Find a little bit more softness in the shoulders. You can also bring hands to heart center if that feels better in your practice today. And then close your eyes here if it's comfortable. And let's soften into our breath for a few moments, creating a little bit of heat into the body. And so with your legs, I want you to imagine you're trying to tear the mat apart. So when you do that, I want you to see if you can turn on the outside lines of your legs. Feet are actively gripping and trying to pull the mat into 2. Breathe here for another 5. Maybe sit a little lower, but peel the heart open a little bit more for another 3. For 2. Exhale, fold over the legs, let it go. Inhale to find length. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms up, heart open. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, hands down. Right foot steps back, left foot follows. Plank pose, knees could come down to support you. Lift between the shoulder blades. We're gonna lower onto our stomach for a count of 3. Knees or not, find that controlled bend into the elbow as you lower for 3, for 2. And then slowly come all the way down, tops the feet, release. Roll the shoulder blades up and back. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, peel the heart open. Exhale, lower. Last round, inhale. Exhale, lower. And from here, pushing up into supported plank, knees are down. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog, hips come up towards the sky. Breathe for 3. Feel those heels actively reaching down towards the earth for 2. And then when you're ready, right leg floats up towards the sky, 3-legged. Remember, you can always find these expressions from a tabletop shape if that feels better in the body. Keep pushing the top of the mat away. Right toes are shining down, so your hips stay square. And then breathe here. And then even if that left heel isn't grounding, I want you to imagine you're trying to puff the toes off the mat. It's cool if they don't move, but create that activation for another 3. For 2. And then we're going to step the right foot forward to come into right side low lunge. Grabbing your blanket here, even if you don't normally use your blankets, we're going to do our hamstring curls, which I think feel a little more comfortable if you have a blanket, but it's up to you. Left knee comes onto the blanket, right knee stacks on top of right ankle, square the hips forward towards the top of your mat. You can also use your blocks here. So you can have your hands down on your blocks in front of you. You could also bring your hands to your hips or your homemade blocks, whatever you have. So notice the hips, square them, strong legs, like you're scissoring the legs toward each other, slight tuck of the tailbone, strong front body. From here, you're going to squeeze that left heel up and in towards the left sit bone. Point the left toes, strong front body. Imagine you're trying to pop a balloon here. And then lower down with control. We're going to do that again. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. 2 more. Inhale, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Exhale, lower. Last one, we hold. As you bring that left heel up, option stay here. You can bring left elbow towards left side body, left palm up. Start to serve your tray out towards the back. Left thumb is going to come to grab the left big toe. Don't worry if you're not connected. You can stay with the reach or you could stay squared. If you've got the foot, think about bringing the foot a little bit closer towards the body. Option is there to float right arm up towards the sky. Think strong front body. We're not coming into a back bend here. So close the jaws here. Breathe for another 5. For 4, keep doing work into the left leg. For 3, slight tuck of the tailbone. For 2, with control, if you've got the foot, let it all come down. Left arm sweeps up alongside left ear. As you exhale, let that left hand come down to the earth. Right hand reaches up towards the sky, finding your twist. And you can bring left hand underneath the block if you would like. Tucking left toes under, we're finding our high lunge legs. Left knee starts to float off the mat. Right hand still reaching up towards the sky. Breathe for 3. Heart opening towards the right side for 2. And when you're ready, we're going to find high lunge. As you inhale, start to reach both arms up alongside ears. You can always stay in a low lunge position. Keep squaring the hips, right knee stacking on top of right ankle. Strong legs, turn this left glute on. Breathe for 5. For 4. Can you drag the feet towards each other without moving them? For another 3. Notice your breath. Notice your strength. For 2. We're letting our hands come down to the inside of the right foot. We're going to find Skandasana. So let that left heel start to come down. Right toes are going to shine out towards the top right corner. So remember, Skandasana could be high. Otherwise, you're bending into this right knee. Maybe hands are coming down to the earth. Left toes can shine up towards the sky as you stay on the heels. If you've got the hands comfortably on the ground, I I want you to extend that left arm out, left palm is down on the mat, and you're pushing into the mat so you get a little more juice into this right side. And if you're high, stay high. Any variation. Breathe into it for 5. For 4. For 3. For 2. And then slowly we're going to come back into a high lunge. Start to walk the hands back towards the top of the mat. Those left toes are tucking under, coming up onto the ball. The left foot, right toe shine towards the top of the mat. As you inhale, sweep arms up alongside ears. Exhale, make any little adjustments that you need. Breathe. Strong legs. Let's bring hands onto the hips. Start to shift the weight into the right foot. You're going to bring that left knee up and in towards chest as you come into standing. Ground down through the right leg. So when you're grounding down through your right leg, I want you to imagine you're dragging your foot back, as if you're dragging your heel towards the back of the mat. And then from here, you're going to keep squeezing your left heel towards your left sit bone, and you're going to start to reach that left knee down towards the earth. Ground down through the right foot. See if you can keep your knees in line. Keep front body tight. And then again, imagine you're trying to pop a balloon between the calf and the back of the thigh. Breathe here for another 3. Keep the left toes pointed. Breathe here for another 2. Strong legs, strong bumps. And then slowly release, let that left foot come down. Shake out the right leg, shake out the left leg. Let's flow through. Inhale, arms up towards the sky. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale to find length. Exhale to fold, hands down, right foot steps back. Left foot follows, plank pose. We're gonna hold here. Spread the fingers comfortably wide, knees or not. And remember, if the wrists don't feel that great, you can always take these expressions on your forearms. We're gonna continue to breathe here, slow flow style. Whatever expression you've got, adding on, you would find this dragging action of the hands towards the feet and the feet towards the hands. And breathe here, another 5. For 4. Noticing the pace of your breath. For another 3. For 2. You're going to lower all the way down onto the stomach. Bend the elbows, knees or not, with control, come down. Reset the shoulders up and back, tops of the feet come down. As you inhale, you're finding your back bend. Baby cobra, cobra, upward facing dog, your choice. Exhale, downward facing dog, rolling over the toes. 5 breaths. Option to take those breaths in child's pose or sitting on the heels, your choice. Breathe for 3. For 2. Left leg comes high towards the sky. If you're in a rest shape and you need a little bit longer, remember, let yourself take it. So square the hips, so that left hip is closing and pointing down towards the earth. Then maybe the left foot gets a little higher up, and that right heel is sinking down towards the mat. And then play with that idea. If you try to puff the toes of the right foot up, do they move? Do they wiggle? Maybe they lift. They're all good options. Breathe for 3. For 2. And then we're stepping left foot forward, left side low lunge. Let that left foot land. Grabbing your blanket or towel if you liked to use that on the other side to support the right knee. And then when you're ready, you're inhaling to sweep arms up alongside ears. So find your alignment, left knee on top of left ankle, square the hips. So again, you can grab your blocks or the earth so that the hands come down. You could also bring hands onto the hips. We're concentrating the work into the right hamstring, so it's all good wherever you place your hands. So then from here, if you're stacking up, Find the slight tuck of the tailbone, strong front body, so we're not coming into back bends. And then from here, when you're ready, you're pointing the right toes, and then you're bringing that right heel up in towards the right sit bone. And then you're slowly lowering down. Inhale to come up, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Exhale, lower. And I keep moving, inhale. Exhale, lower. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Last one, we're coming into our juicy hold. When you're ready, coming up. Keep the awareness into the front body. Option to stay here, working it, or right elbow comes down by right side, right palm up. Then like you're serving a tray out as you reach that hand back so that your right thumb is coming onto the back of your right big toe. But don't let the work fall into the hand here. Keep that right leg active. It's great if you're not holding on as well. Just find your expression. Breathe for 5. Keeping strong front body. For 4. For 3. For 2. With control, you're releasing that back foot. As you inhale, arms up towards the sky. As you exhale, let that right hand come down, maybe to a block, maybe to the earth, and then let the left hand float up, finding your twist. Breathing into it, and then tucking those right toes under, and then letting the right heel lead the movement as you reach that back, as you reach your leg up to come into your high lunge. You can shift your blanket off to the side, breathing into your twist for 3. Heart opening towards the left. For 2. And then when you're ready, we're finding high lunge. As you inhale, both arms are going to sweep all the way up alongside ears. Keep squaring the hips. Remember, you can always stay in your low lunge with that right knee down. Strong back leg squaring, dragging the feet towards each other. Breathe for 3. For 2. And then as you exhale, your hands are coming down to the inside of that left foot. We're finding Skandasana. So your right heel is going to come down. Right toes are shining towards the back corner. Adjusting your left heel and then lowering. Skandasana can also be high. And it may be different one side to the other. Your heel might be up or down. Your right toes are pointing up towards the sky. And if your hands are comfortably on the ground, again, you're extending your right arm and you're pushing into that right hand to maybe get a little deeper into this left side compression. Breathe for 5. Right leg is active for 4. Stay with the breath for another 3. For 2. And then we're slowly making our way back into our high lunge. So letting that right foot ground, coming onto the ball of the right foot as you spin towards the top of the mat, readjusting your stance if you need, and then using your inhale to bring arms up alongside ears. And then let's let our hands come down onto our hips. Starting to shift the weight a little bit more into that left foot. You're bringing your right knee up and in towards chest as you come into standing. So again, you're grounding down through that left foot. Slight bend in the knee, and imagine you're dragging your heel back. So super strong left leg. Woo. And then from here, point the right toes, squeeze the right heel in towards the sit bone, and then just slow motion, that right knee is starting to reach down towards the earth. And we're keeping that same work, strong front body, slight tuck of the tailbone. Knees are working towards coming in line with each other, and then try to pop an imaginary balloon for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and release, soften down. Shake the legs out, maybe grab a sip of water if you need a sip of water. Let the feet ground on the earth, roll the shoulders up and back, hands down by your sides, Tadasana. Connect back in with your breath. And let's flow through. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, find length. Exhale, fold. Hands down, left foot steps back, right foot follows. Plank pose. We're going to lower all the way down onto our stomach, knees or not, for a count of 5. Lowering for 4, for 3, for 2, and coming down. Reset the shoulders. Keep the toes tucked under. We're going to push back up into supported or high plank. If you've got the toes tucked under, lift those thighs off the mat. Strong legs. When you're ready, if you're coming into full plank, one piece. Either way, pushing up, downward facing dog. Breath in through the nose, side out. From here, right leg high, 3-legged. Notice the shoulders, keep that external rotation that you have in your downward facing dog. And then from here, you're turning the right toes out towards the right side. Shoulders are staying squared on your mat. So you can do this expression from tabletop as well. We're going to bring the right knee coming forward as we move into plank, as if your right knee is going to come to the outside of the right elbow. Flex the right foot, kick it back, 3-legged. So right toe stays shining out towards the right side. And we're going to do that again. That right knee is coming forward as you come forward into your plank. Your right knee is to the outside of the right elbow. Kick it back. All right, last one. When you're ready, coming forward, right knee to the outside of the right elbow. Flex the right foot. Breathe for 3. Ground down through the hands for 2. Kick it back, 3-legged. Turn right toes down towards the earth. Coming forward to high lunge. Right foot is stepping forward between the hands. Take your time, there's no rush. When you're ready, inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to hips. Shift weight into the right foot. We're bringing that left knee up and in towards chest. Flex the right foot. Flex the left foot. Left foot stacks underneath the left knee. And then here, open the left knee out towards the side. Keeping your hips pointing towards the top of the mat. And then bring the left knee forward. Let's do that again. Left knee opens out. And come back. Last one, open out. And then find tree pose. Let the sole of that left foot land against the right leg. Being mindful, it can always come down to the earth to support your practice. You could use your hand to support the placement of the leg, or you could just let it land wherever it lands today. Ground down through that right foot. Keep that same work as if you're dragging the foot back. And then from here, options. You could close your eyes. You could hold on to opposite elbows behind your back. You could come into reverse prayer, palms touching behind the back, or any other expression that you're working with. Ground down through that right foot, breathe for 5. Finding your drishti, somewhere to focus your gaze. Slowing down with your strength, falling in and falling out. For another 3. For 2. Let the hands come back to the hips. Turn that left knee forward, flex the left foot. Staying here, or starting to extend that left leg out in front of you. See if you can keep the height of the left thigh. Be mindful you're not leaning back. Breathe for 3. Super strong left leg for 2. And then slowly release that left foot down to the earth. Shake out the right leg. And we'll flow through. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, find length. Exhale, fold, hands down, right foot steps back, left foot follows. Option to open up into downward facing dog. I'm going to guide you through a flow. You can modify, skip, add on, take away. When you're ready, bend the elbows, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale to your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips to the sky. Breathe for 3. For 2. And then let your left leg come up towards the sky. Ground down through the right heel. And then again, you're opening that left foot out towards the left side. So your toes are shining out towards the left, and then you're squaring your shoulders back down towards the mat. So the motion's only coming from the left leg. And then from here, now you know where we're going. So when you're ready, left knee is coming forward to the outside of the left elbow in plank. Kick it back, 3-legged. Inhale here. Exhale, left knee coming forward. Kick it back, 3-legged. Last one, we'll hold. Bring that left knee forward. Left foot is active, flexing. Lift between the shoulder blades for another 3. For 2. Kick it back, 3-legged. Left toe shine down towards the earth. And then you're stepping that left foot forward, left side, high lunge. When you're ready, inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, let those hands land onto your hips. Square the hips forward. Come back to the breath. Starting to shift the weight into the left foot. You're bringing that right knee up and in towards chest. Flex the right foot. Right foot stacks underneath the right knee. Super active left leg. Again, that idea of dragging the foot back. So see if you notice your body turning on a couple more muscles when you do that. It's getting warm in here. Okay, when you're ready, right knee opens out towards the right side. And then bring it back into center. So notice where your hips are going when you do that. Isolating the movement. Right knee opens out and come back. Last one. Open out towards the side. And we're finding tree pose. Sole of the foot lands. You could use your hand. You just let it land wherever it lands. Knowing the foot can always stay on the ground. Most important is what's happening here with your alignment of the hips. Maybe you close your eyes. Maybe you find any arm variation. If you're holding on to opposite elbows behind your back, just switch your grip. Ground down through that left foot. Breathe for 5. For 4. Noticing your body respond to stillness. For 3. For 2. Releasing the hands onto the hips. Turn that right knee forward towards the front of your mat. Flex the right foot. Staying here if this feels good. Otherwise, strong body. Start to extend that right leg out. Flex the right toes. See if you can keep that thigh turned on. Is it working? Breathe for 5. For 4. For 3. For 2. Slowly release down. Shake the legs out. All right. How are we doing? All right, let's flow. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to fold. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Hands down. Left foot steps back. Right foot follows. Optional to open up into downward facing dog. If you want to move through a flow, when you're ready, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale to your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe for 3. Breathing for 2. When you're ready, you're rolling forward to your plank. We're going to lower all the way down onto our stomach, a count of 5, knees or not. Remember, it's about control, so don't worry if you can't control your way all the way down. Find your plane of control and then pause. When you're ready, lowering down for 5. Nigel, this one's for you. For 4. For 3. For 2. And then soften all the way down. Perfect. Tops of the feet come down. Coming up onto your forearms. If this is too deep into a back bend, walk your hands out further. So from here, we're going to find one-legged frog. One-legged. One leg. You're going to bend into the left knee. Left toes are shining towards the earth. You could stay here. You could let your forehead come down and keep working that action of squeezing as if you're trying to pop the balloon. Option 2 is you're on the forearms. Turn the left palm up towards the sky. And again, like you're serving a tray, you're reaching back. Left thumb is coming onto the left big toe. So you might stay here and then find that internal rotation of the shoulder blade and look down. And then your leg is still active and your hand is active. You could stay here. If you have the space, you're starting to rotate that elbow up towards the sky. And then your palm is spinning on the foot so that your fingers are pointing down. And then you're using that action to drive the foot maybe a little closer down. Gaze can look down. You've got the internal rotation happening of the shoulder, which is perfect. Whatever variation you're in, breathe for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. With control, you're releasing, holding on or not, let it go. Slowly lower. Bring your forehead down to your palms. You can bend the knees, sway the feet, windshield wiper if you'd like. We're going to come onto the other side. So you could stay with your forehead down. You could start to bend the right knee. Right heel is coming towards the sit bone, and that's the work today. Keeping that engagement, which is so challenging to do. You could also come up onto the forearms and stay here. Or you can start to ground down through that left forearm. Turn the right palm up towards the sky. Serve your tray out towards the right. And then you're reaching your hand back. So your right thumb is holding onto the back of your right big toe. For some reason, Siri's turned on and she's talking to me. All right, so maybe you stay here. Maybe you start to find that rotation where the elbow starts to come up towards the sky, and then you're letting the fingers rotate on your foot so they're coming towards the top, and you're supporting that right foot coming down towards the earth. This also depends on what's happening in your shoulder. So breathe wherever you are for another 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and then slowly release whatever you're in. Let that right foot come down, let the hands stack, forehead comes down. Maybe you windshield wiper the feet or not. Just notice what your body needs. 5 breaths right into the backs of the lungs. From here, let's push back into child's pose. Just lengthen the spine out for a moment. And slowly come back up. And so we're coming back to frog. I didn't warn you guys that this is where we were going just because of the love-hate relationship. So what you just did on your belly, you can come back and do that. Left side, right side. That's the progression for this shape. If you want to come into a frog, you can extend your blanket across your mat, or you can fold your mat so that you got a little more cushioning under the knees. And so you can use your blocks or a bolster or a pillow. You might want to keep that close by. And then I'm going to demo it this way today, actually. So then you're starting to take the knees wide, and you want to make sure your knees feel supported. So don't do exactly what I'm doing because I'm going to go off the mat. It's not that comfortable on the knees. And then you're letting the left foot and right foot are flexed. They're stacking behind the knees. So your body is not lying down here. Okay, so you're staying high. And then you're flexing the feet. So some people will stay on their hands. Some of us will use our blocks to come down onto the blocks, or a bolster. And then you're breathing into it. So we're going to melt into it here for another couple moments. If it feels too deep at any point, allow yourself to come out of it. Breathe here for another 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. And now we're going to add on. So we're going to make this a little more active. So when you're ready, you're gonna try to lift that right foot off the mat. And then it's gonna lower. We're gonna do that again. Right foot up and down. Up and down. It might be a micro movement, that's cool. It might not be moving at all, but think about it moving. Up and down, up and down. Same thing on the left foot up and down. Up and down, up and down, up and down. All right, now right side, right knee. Ground down through the right foot. See if you can lift the right knee up and down. Up and down, up, down, up, down, up, down. All right, left side, left knee. Ground down through the left foot. Right knee up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Good. And then from here, we're gonna come out of this shape. So let the feet start to come in. If you're on your forearms, come up onto your palms. Doesn't have to be super graceful. Shift the weight over. Let the knees start to come back in. Knees come together, just come to sit on the heels. You can recalibrate your mat, roll the shoulders up, soften down. One more, shoulders up, and soften down. All right, you got time for one more stretch. We're gonna come into 90-90. So for 90-90, coming onto your sit bone, you're bringing your left shin out in front of you. Your left shin is running parallel with the top of the mat. Your right knee is coming in line with your hip, and your right foot is coming behind the right knee. So you're creating angles. 90, 90. And then you're squaring towards this right, what do I have here? I have my left shin in front, sorry. My left shin is in front. You're squaring towards it, and then you're keeping length into the spine, and as if you're leading from the belly button. If there's space today, you're walking your hands out. Keep a flat back. So we're not collapsing into it. We're keeping length into the spine as we lower. Keep both feet flexed. We'll breathe here for 5. You can come as low as feels comfortable, but I want you to notice the spine as you lower. We'll breathe here for another 3. For 2, imagine your sit bones reaching towards the back of your mat. And then slowly start to walk your hands up. And then we're gonna come onto the other side. So slowly lean back, switching legs. Right shin is gonna come out in front of you. Right shin running parallel with the top of the mat. And then find your 90-90. So your right ankle is stacking underneath the right knee. Left ankle stacking underneath the left knee. And then you're turning towards the top of the mat. You might be staying high here. It's beautiful. You might be starting to walk the hands out. And again, thinking length into the spine, let the belly button guide the motion forward. And then breathe into it. Sit bones actively lengthening back into the mat. So see if you can create a little bit more space into the back. Breathe for 5. And then slowly start to walk the hands back. Sweep both legs out in front of you. Let the feet be hip distance apart. Hands come behind you. Just find a really gentle windshield wiper of the knees. And we're going to get ready to lower all the way down onto our backs. So you can keep a bend into the knees, or you can lengthen the legs out. We'll do just one little bit of core before we go. Arms extend out in front of you. Legs are super active. Imagine you've got a block between the arms. So knees can be bent as much as you need. You're creating that driving action of the feet. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to shoulders. Inhale, open out to the sides. Exhale to center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower a third of the way towards the earth. Doesn't have to be exact math. Hands are at shoulder level. Inhale, up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, open. Exhale, center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower. Strong legs, strong belly. You can find stillness. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, open. Exhale, center. One more. Inhale, up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, center. Inhale, open. Exhale, center. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, we're lowering down for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and come all the way down. Take an inhale through the nose. Exhale, side out. Hug the knees in towards the chest. Draw circles with the knees, a little massage one way, and then a little massage the other way. Let the soles of the feet come down. Let the knees open out towards the sides as the soles of the feet touch. If this feels a little too deep, you can bring your blocks or your support underneath the knees. One hand to the belly, one hand to the heart. Coming back into the pace of our breath. Noticing the pace of our heart. And if this shape feels comfortable and nurturing, you're welcome to close your practice here. And if there's other bits of movement that you might need, take time to find them. Stretches, asana, postures, whatever it might be. You can close your practice in any shape that supports your body. That might be a traditional Shavasana, legs extended, hands down by your side. It might be Ardha Shavasana, knees bent, knees falling into each other. It might be fetal position, or child's pose, or legs up the wall. Noticing what you need for these last few breaths that we shared together in this practice. And whatever you choose, know you can choose something else. And then start to slow down into a body scan, where you just notice where you can let go a little bit more. Where you could find a little more softness, a little bit more ease. Staying with your breath. Letting the tongue fall from the top of your mouth. And if the thoughts feel busy, coming into a mantra maybe. As you inhale, say yes. And as you exhale, saying thank you. And as always, if you have time, I encourage you to spend maybe a little bit more time in this shape. I'm going to guide you out, but know you can stay in whatever shape you've chosen as I close the class. If you're ready, starting to welcome movement, maybe you wiggle your toes, curl the fingers. Maybe you come into a big stretch, reaching hands up and over, engaging every muscle. And with a sigh, let it go. Rolling onto one side. And if you're ready, Making your way up into a comfortable seated posture, keeping your eyes closed for a few more breaths, remembering you can stay exactly as you are. As you arrive, bring your hands to heart center. Tuck your chin in towards your chest. As you inhale, feel your body expand and know you are alive and well. And as you exhale, feel gratitude. Closing our practice with 3 breaths together. Inhale. Namaste. Thank you, yogis, for joining. Happy Saturday. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And I'll chat with you guys later. I love you guys lots. And yeah, have some fun today. Do something good for you, for those around you. And I will see you later this week. Thank you, Eve. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Thanks, Amanda. Miss your face. Thanks, Becca. I got you, Nigel. Bye, Francis. Rocks. See you later, alligator. All right, guys. Take good care of yourself. I miss you. Love, love. Thanks, Cam. Okay. Bye, Nicole. Bye, guys. We'll see you later.